I, what's really going on? Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Today, taking a look at Stellar, Lumens, XLM against US dollar Tether on the Binance chart here. Going to be taking a look at some technical aspects of price action, kind of moving forward. There's lots going on here for Stellar. Big breakout occurring. We're going to be assessing what's going on here at these kind of key levels, the last sort of relevant resistance we're interacting with before we can kind of blast off and see some potential ridiculous swing highs here. So it's crazy price action. Quickly recap this uptrend. Crazy gains in a very quick amount of time. We got fatty gains between November of 2020 till like now, February, beginning of February, middle there, 600% in less than 3 months, 3 months-ish. Crazy. Coming out of this big large sideways. We've been trading sideways in this ridiculous range for like 2 months almost. The swing high and swing low between 30 cents and 60 cents. So, and we're finally breaking out, and we're seeing kind of new highs, new higher highs. There's tense kind of candles here. We're seeing kind of support along a key range that I identified kind of back in the kind of low 40-50 cent kind of range, I believe. That this kind of between 50 and 52 cents was going to be significant. I was stating that some candles opening and closing within this range would be way more short-term bullish, and I waited for the dip, accumulated in there, and now kind of here we are. We're assessing some kind of exhaustion slightly in this kind of little tight, very tight range between this kind of last sort of resistance, I believe, within relative to this kind of one candle there back at the beginning of the kind of consolidation, the swing high back in February of 2021. I believe this to be the kind of last sort of range that we can be short-term kind of bullish in if we can start getting some candles opening and closing above and or in kind of within this range. We've already got some in it, so the more we come out, the better those blast off will be. We got tons of volume in these buys. There's lots of traders waiting for the breakout here. There's 2 months of consolidation, some dips, a lot of support along 38 cents. Finally breaking this kind of 46 cent, I believe, was a kind of resistance, a key resistance between 42 and 46 cents. Finally now closing above and solidifying 50 was easy. We're now setting these higher highs and higher lows. So when we slap on EngineeringRobo here, we have a brand new perspective come into play, and we see what supports this breakout. The buy 2, buy 4, moon all coming in the 42 cents kind of range. Buy 2 coming in at 43 cents. The buy 4 and moon closing with this 49 cent kind of candle closed when we pumped 20% in the day. We dipped, pulled back, had the 22% kind of retracement within like kind of 2 days. Buy 4 moon remained. You bought the dip. That was a perfect dip to buy. And kind of here we are continuing to moon. The only sell signal still present technically is the sell 3, which I believe once that starts showing, then we're going to be mooning, and we're going to be taking off to the multi-dollar range kind of pretty soon here. But we have these crazy buy signals coming to play, tons of strong support. These fettuccine levels hold significance around the kind of 52 cents. There could be some potential low-term support if we consolidate bearish. In a bearish manner, if we get rejected off of the 65 cent kind of swing high, say we come up and print a lower high, that would be kind of very, very short-term bearish. Say we kind of pump and we create like a lower high there, we kind of come down, perhaps find support there before like coming off again. That would be a more natural and a healthier kind of accumulation rather than just like blasting off directly vertical from where we are. That would be, that would still be nice. Either way, up is up, but, the healthier the upward and the uptrend, the more bullish we can be long-term, in my opinion. And so, lots could happen. Fundamentally, long-term, we can definitely see the multi-dollar to almost like $10 stellar here, I believe, in its lifetime. But on the short-term, we got some very bullish buy signals and lots of volume coming into play. We can see some explosive upwards kind of very quickly. If we consider the stellar against Bitcoin, we see some key support being found here. We see a breakout above this kind of consolidation range between 950 and 750, almost Satoshi there. We got some resistance kind of around 1250 and the kind of like 1000 to 1250 there is another range we're going to be kind of trading in. We turn on EngineeringRobo along with some Fibonacci levels. If I zoom out, allow it to draw, we see the new perspective kind of come into play here. We're interacting with these key levels kind of around 934 and 1069 is going to be the kind of short-term range we're probably going to be interacting with, like the volume coming in these buy signals, buy 4 and moon supported with this volume, along with these Fibonacci lines. These orange lines are EngineeringRobo's support and resistance. This white line is my own drawn support line, and so when you have these lines overlapping, I believe that shows a greater significance in this level, and prices should be interacting with it kind of in a more kind of significant manner. As you can see, we have a Fibonacci line, support and resistance line, and my own trend line in a very kind of tight range, and this range did seem to kind of hold significance over the course of kind of this period of time. And so when you have overlapping trend lines like that and support lines like that, you can kind of see, you can expect prices to interact with them kind of pretty nicely. And so I believe this kind of 938 line and this 1069 line will be kind of these significant kind of short-term patterns that we could levels we can kind of create patterns in. The longer we kind of stay tight and sideways, the more bullish we can be. But we can definitely see some explosive momentum kind of pretty soon here, with Stellar's kind of bullish fundamental kind of perspectives and forecasts. If we take a quick look at the weekly chart here against prices relative to Bitcoin, we're still in kind of accumulation. This definitely looks like we're on the low end spectrum of the accumulation. Look at this crazy volume back in November, January, and there's tons of buy pressure below 1100 Satoshi. So if we get up to the 3600, 4600, 50, all the way up to the 67,000 Satoshi maybe, that would be not too far-fetched kind of stuff for Stellar in this lifetime, in this bull run, with tons going on in the crypto sphere here, and with the liquidity coming into cryptocurrency. And so now I believe this is still definitely a nice time to be accumulating, definitely supported with these buy signals. If we consider the price of Stellar against US dollar tether here again, and we turn on the fear and FOMO zone, we kind of see a kind of new perspective. We had interaction with the FOMO zone back in February. The swing high came up into the FOMO zone. We had this big rejection right off of it, and so that's the thing with the FOMO zone, is so that we don't have to have a big rejection off it. It is not always a top, but it definitely can be. This is where the kind of like most sell pressure is present, and this is when there's tons of volatility. But in the FOMO zone, there is also FOMO, and traders will buy tops, and there was a potential for this rally, this swing high, to kind of skyrocket and continue. And that could have been that was kind of could have been a very potential thing. This would have been very all red, all colored red, and it would have been in the FOMO zone. It would have been very sideways, far more sideways. It would have come down further, and it would have been a very different price action and kind of life for past cap. It would have been a very different kind of past few months for XLM than it kind of was kind of here. We stayed very, very sideways, very tight between 38 cents, 40 cents, swing lows in the 30s, ups to like the kind of mid 40s. But we're finally breaking out. We're finally heading back into this FOMO zone. We kind of wicked into it, supported by this buy 2, buy 4, and moon signal. I feel like we're going to probably come right up into it, get into the high almost dollar range, and then perhaps stay sideways until we exit. Now, if we consider Bitcoin itself, we see kind of lots going on here. We're getting still beaten and battered by 60K. It's becoming a significant resistance, but we seem to be fighting our way, slapping our way right through it. We got the buy 4 printing as we record. Buy 4 printing. The candle has not closed yet, so we cannot confirm this buy signal, but there's tons of bullish pressure. We have the buy 2 coming in back in the beginning of April during this consolidation above this key support about around 57K. And so Bitcoin's looking very bullish at the moment. We seem to be looking to interact with all-time highs. We could see some interaction with all-time highs kind of very, very soon here. And say we get a rejection off of the swing high there around 61K, 62K. We could definitely come back down to the high 50s, and if we fail to, we could easily come down kind of that way. That would be a way more kind of bearish consolidation for Bitcoin. But from the looks of things, we finally seem to be breaking upward. This buy 4 finally coming back. Sell 4 has been present since the end of March all the way up until just now. And so if this buy 4 is able to print, then we could easily see kind of an attempt at all-time highs, perhaps interaction with the FOMO zone here all the way up at the 78, 80K level there, which would be very nice to see an 80K Bitcoin over the next kind of few weeks to a few months here. But lots going on. Watch out for the breakout here. Definitely wait for the candle to close. Wait for things to be open and candles to open and close before confirming the buy signals here. Thank you for tuning in. Check out all the social media down below. XLM, Stellar's blast off is occurring. Be aware. Be aware for retracements. Be aware for pullbacks. Be aware for tops. People are going to be buying tops. It's going to be a lot of FOMO very soon. FOMO zone up at around 62 cents. We're going to see 62 cents very quickly. We already did. We got wicks into 65. We're definitely going to be seeing some new higher highs very soon here. Now, thanks for tuning in. Check out EngineeringRobo, free link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube and tune in for the next one.